Hey there, fellow seekers of knowledge and adventure. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the fascinating realms of history, mythology, and ancient tales. Today, hold on to your seats because we're about to embark on an exhilarating journey through one of the most captivating stories of courage, betrayal, and redemption found in the pages of the Bible. Get ready to be awestruck as we unravel the epic saga of Joash, the boy king who rose from the shadows to claim his rightful throne. So grab your popcorn, buckle up, and let's dive headfirst into this thrilling adventure together.
Amidst the tales of kings and prophets, there lies a story of intrigue, courage, and redemption. It's the story of Joash, a young boy destined for greatness, yet born into the shadows of treachery and tyranny. Joash's lineage was marred by wickedness, with his grandmother Athaliah orchestrating a massacre to eliminate him. Despite this, God's promise to David remained steadfast. "Your house and your kingdom shall be made sure forever before me." 2 Samuel 7:16 ESV. Joash, an infant, escaped Athaliah's murderous plot through the courage of Jehosheba, who hid him and his nurse in the temple. God's mysterious ways preserved David's throne through Joash, the last living descendant. Joash spent 6 years hidden in the temple, under the protection of Jehosheba and her husband, Jehoiada, the high priest. During this time, they planned Joash's coronation, ensuring the continuation of David's line. Jehoiada's well-thought-through coup secured Joash's rightful place as king. Joash's reign symbolizes restoration. He repaired the temple, emphasizing the importance of worship and faithfulness. His commitment to God's house contrasted with the corruption that later crept into his rule. Joash's story serves as a reminder of the complexities of human nature and the need for unwavering devotion to God.
While he initially began his reign with promise, overseeing the repair of the temple and leading reforms, he later succumbed to corruption and waywardness. Here are some key events that contributed to his downfall and the corruption of his reign. Influence of evil advisors. After the death of Jehoiada, the high priest who had been a strong influence on Joash and guided him in the ways of righteousness, Joash fell under the sway of corrupt advisors. Without Jehoiada's guidance, Joash became vulnerable to their counsel, which likely led him astray. Idolatry. Joash turned away from the worship of Yahweh, the God of Israel, and began to embrace idolatry. He allowed the people to worship idols and even encouraged it. This departure from the true faith was a significant corruption of his reign, and a betrayal of the covenant between God and the people of Israel. Persecution of prophets. Joash sanctioned the killing of Zechariah, the son of Jehoiada, who had rebuked the people for their idolatry. This act of violence against a prophet of God further demonstrated Joash's departure from the righteous path and his willingness to silence those who spoke out against his corruption. Neglect of temple. Despite initially overseeing the repair of the temple, Joash later neglected it. He failed to maintain the house of God, allowing it to fall into disrepair. This neglect of the sacred space symbolized Joash's disregard for the religious traditions and his lack of reverence for the divine.
And so the story of Joash, a tale of triumph and tragedy, continues to echo through the corridors of time, a testament to the enduring power of faith, courage, and redemption. Overall, Joash's reign started with promise, but ultimately descended into corruption due to his abandonment of the true faith. His submission to evil advisors, his embrace of idolatry, his persecution of prophets, and his neglect of the temple. These actions undermined the moral and spiritual foundation of his kingdom, and ultimately led to his downfall.